I doubt that the elections in the US have any bearings on our market, but it's good to see that the market is moving up again. This week we've seen it tick up quite a little bit. Today it's also up just over 0.25%. Your thoughts on the markets today?
Well, the market looks good, and it's good to have it back on the positive side. It gave so much anxiety last week when the market was going down. But what I kept telling investors then was that there's no reason to panic, and that has come to bear this week, as we are seeing the market going up, and the figures we are seeing are still quite impressive. Today, over 2.36 billion was traded in value, with over 200 million shares exchanging hands, and the index went up by about 0.26%, which is quite good. And to me, I believe strongly more in a steady growth and appreciation than an all-time 2%, 3% in a day.
Well, I guess the major bright spot from today and of course yesterday is that we've seen a little more volume compared to what we saw last week. Today we saw the market lifted by gains by Nigerian breweries, Guinness, Dangote Cement. Some of those counters that many people have been calling overvalued. Your thoughts about the market's preference for those multinational companies, for those high-cap companies?
Yeah, for those high-cap companies, I think one good thing about them is the stability and their management style. For those companies, they've come a very long way. They've been tested, and they have been proved to be a good and impressive going concern. And for that reason, more of foreign investors believe more in investing in those high-cap stocks in the likes of Nestle, Nigerian breweries, Guinness, Dangote Cement, and the likes. And there is no doubt about it that they are actually making a good choice compared to other locals which have not really proved themselves in time past. Right. So I believe strongly that those high-cap stocks are still good to hold, and they are still worthwhile investments.
We saw results from CCNN today, another cement maker, perhaps reflecting the sentiment we've seen from other results. The floods obviously having some impact on the numbers we saw of Dangote Cement, Ashaka Cement, and I think also CCNN today. How has the market reacted to those numbers?
Yeah, for CCNN today, it actually lost some. It dropped. The price dropped, basically because of the result that was sent out. The result showed a sharp, though an increase in the top line, but a very sharp drop in the profit before tax, mainly because of the increase in the cost of sales. The cost of sales moved up by over 60%. And investors believe that the management of the company are not doing enough to be prudent as to manage the cost of sales. And definitely it is, because for what the result states today, the cost of sales as at a 9-month result, which was sent to us today, is much higher than that of the audited of last year. So which means definitely there might not really be an improvement in the profit, because we saw the profit dipping from over 4 billion to about 3.4 billion today from what they sent to us today. So the reaction is quite on time, and is really a true reflection that the market is responsive.
Of course, some news flowed out of the market today is that Stanbic IBTC from tomorrow will be on full suspension ahead of that change in the company's structure on the market. We're going to see Stanbic IBTC delisted as it is today, and then the holding company that has been created being listed on the market. We know this is going to happen to the likes of First Bank, UBA. How is the market receiving this information?
Well, is a long-awaited thing to come, and the CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, having given a timeline, I believe this year end, for everything to be concluded. So it's something that is well expected in the market, and is nothing new at all. So we are well prepared for it. All
right, and stock picks in this market today, many people will call this trading within a narrow range. I'm not sure many people are convinced that this move we've seen recently will be sustained going into next week. So the market is probably going to stay range-bound for a while. In this environment, what should we be buying?
Well, for a quick one, I still believe that UBA and Diamond Bank are good to buy, at least for now. At least by the time you hold on to that prior to the time their auditor report will be out, it will be quite something to smile about.
I want to move on to another sector, petroleum marketing. And Owando, we see the stock is up today significantly. I think it's over 5%. It's trading very close to its year low. I don't think many people would ever believe that Owando will be trading close to 10 naira. We saw it test 10.98 recently. Is this an opportunity in your view?
Well, the stock in itself and the company as a whole is difficult to understand, because this is a company that came sometimes back to do a public offer at 97 and later came again at about 14 naira, and the price presently is 10 naira. So it's very difficult to say it is a good one to buy as at this time. But for me, the analysis I've seen of it all is that there hasn't been much transparency in the management of the company vis-a-vis the result they have been sending to the stock exchange, because that is the only thing that will give a true indication of what actually is happening in the company.
What are you looking for when you say transparency? I mean, what do you think Owando needs to put out there to reassure investors?
Well, for what happened the last time when they sent in their results, they said that there has been an accumulated technical fee owed Ocean and Oil, which is a sister company, so to say, or one of the major shareholders of the company, owned by the shareholding of the directors and the chairman. And we believe that to us, we don't believe that is transparent enough.